Hey, what's up? What's up? Edge Nation family, welcome back to the channel, yeah? You know, it's yours truly, Cleon. Hey, whatever is discussed here on this your channel has nothing to do with the uniform I wear or my status in society or anything of the sort. According to society, I may not be qualified enough to talk about these things that we talk about. However, we are human beings with our own experience, and we experience things on a day-to-day basis, depending on where we grow up, where we live, and so on and so forth. The situation we're at this present moment. With that being said, I must put in a disclaimer that I am not a psychiatrist. I am not in any form or way a professional, you know, analyzer of social behaviors or whatnot. Yeah, but in a recent time I've been having conversation with some of my friends and people around as we go along, right? And coming from Jamaica being paradise, you know, as people overseas would know or would think that Jamaica paradise, and they have their reasons why they haven't said Jamaica is paradise, right? To tell you the truth, most of us who come from Jamaica never got the chance to enjoy Jamaica, explore and enjoy Jamaica to the fullest. Hence, we don't even know if Jamaica is truly paradise, right? However, coming here and hearing people talk about our great country, you know, sometimes give us goosebumps, send chills down the spine to hear the way they describe it, you know, the vibes, the feeling and everything. And then being here would have you know that these people are basically correct, you know, they are correct in their own rights, because the things we do in Jamaica, we cannot do it anywhere else in the world. The way we live in Jamaica, we cannot live and take certain advantage of certain things, you know. We have a lot of privilege out there in Jamaica, right? And when you sit back and you observe some of the rules and laws that is in place, you can know that whosoever is responsible for making these laws, they did or they are doing a lot of copy and paste, right? Wherein they take some rules and regulation from first world countries such as the US, England and so forth, right? A lot of the rules, right, that governs even the security forces in Jamaica is in fact copied from England and America, right? And where am I going with this? You may think. I wonder. Yeah. So I started off with Jamaica is or is not paradise. Whether or not we think that Jamaica is or is paradise. Now, how the laws applies, right? Every country have a culture. They got traditions. Yeah? We say culture and we say tradition, right? So within every countries, rules and laws are made in accordance to tradition or culture, right? So we know the basic rights of human beings. Those are across the board, right? Especially in the Western Hemisphere. The right to life, shelter, and so on and so forth, right? But there are some other rules and laws that come into being that is totally outside of the constraint of the constitutional law, right? And thing. So therein you find out that groups of people have a certain way of doing things, and that is morally acceptable in that group, right? Hence you have culture. Now the handing down of these things, right, and the culture become tradition, something that we do every day or every year. You know, it's like a routine, and so on and so forth. I am saying all of this based on the fact that Jamaica operates under British and American law. America operates under some British laws too, because most of the laws we inherit, you see, the same way America does things and Britain does things is the same way that Jamaica does things. But the difference between the so-called first world countries and a developing country that they call third world country is that Jamaica and the people of Jamaica, their foreparents have been through slavery for 400 years. All the hurt, pain and all that, you know, all the changes that cause restriction to some person and none to the other. The light skin women, you know, women being looked upon as less than men, you know, in most aspect, you know. Yeah, things like those. Some of those are cultural connection with the hurt and all that this nation has been through, and tradition has handed down to the youths, you know, the hurt, because we either treat our upcoming youth in a manner, you know, close to how our foreparents were treated, and then they in turn handed it down, and because of that trauma we operate a particular way. We are more welcoming to outsiders, yeah, especially if they have no melanin, put it that way. All right, so we treat them better than we treat ourselves, because we are dark, right? But I'm not here to discuss that aspect of it, but this is true. They will have a better experience of Jamaica and think that Jamaica is actually paradise to them, because they are not getting hurt, they are not seeing certain things when they come there, which is good. The only thing for Jamaicans now to do is to actually start treating each other the same way, even though times before they used to treat each other with respect, love and thing. But the change in time caused the younger generation to see life different, and they do not know the difference or the reason why respect is important. Self-love is a selfish thing, but if you love self, everything you love will fall under the umbrella of self-love, and you will not hurt those that you love, right? So because we don't love ourselves enough, we go around and fight each other out there in Jamaica and thing. I'm just saying, this seems like the psychology behind it. You know, is Jamaica paradise? Is Jamaica paradise? I'm a Jamaican, and recent time I had to tour Jamaica, right? After traveling the world and seeing what it is like and coming back to Jamaica, my conclusion on this topic is that Jamaica is paradise, but we are losing it. Slowly and surely, we are losing it. One of the reasons is people change. Either you're going to change for good or bad, right? And where there is more negativity will come. You know, where there is no one to stand up for what they believe in, if it is positive, then more negativity will fill that void. If no one will get up, stand up, and go out there and try to understand on a different level other than that which is taught in the community, the small little community that they are in, other than that which is taught at the school that they attend, you know, from kindergarten until high school, until the minds of our young people are elevated and they are no more done said, there are no more public choppers, there are no more robbery with aggravation mentality, and no more shooting mentality and killing mentality. When we go back to where a gangster will protect his community, every single person, especially the old people, the children, the mothers, until they get back to that, we are on a path to lose our paradise. Our paradise is going to be a battlefield, a bloody one. Yeah, I'm sorry for the innocent, and sometimes I wonder if the innocents are actually innocents because they know things and they don't talk, or they are the one who raised some children, even if they are not their children, but the children in the community. And instead of you looking out for them, you give them a harsh time. Hence, they grow up harsh and bitter. Hey, I am Cleon St. Oliver. Find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Cleon St. Oliver.